Good morning. Good morning. Welcome in.
Hello.
Yeah, I just
Happy
got
Tuesday.
some news just now, so I'm a little distracted. And so is Claudine.
Yeah, well, because you know what? On my page, we don't go live. It takes a few minutes for it to catch up. But hello, everyone. Welcome to the spiritual show that flows with Elevated by Claudine, myself, and Julie with Love Royal Warriors.
Good
Happy
morning.
day, guys. Thank you for joining us today, you lovely people. We have a show for you today. It's so fun. Every time the week goes by, so much happens between the both of us by the time we get ready to do our next live the following Tuesday. So we're gonna share a little bit with some of our stuff that happened. Not too much of it. Still absorbing some of it. So we'll talk more about it next week. Um, but today, our show is going to be on why moving your lip can be dangerous if your kidneys are not filtering. Okay. So, we're going to be talking about the lymph and the kidneys.
Oh, you're talking lymphatic system.
Lymphatic system. Yes.
Okay.
I call it the lymph. But
Yeah, it almost sounded like you said lip. I just want to make sure.
No, lymph. The lymphatic system. But I call it lymph for short. We're going to talk about the three P's here. Um, so yeah, we'll get started as soon as I guess Julie's ready. Judy, jeez.
I'm ready
One
for
of my good friends is named Judy, so I got Judy and Julie. Judy and Julie. I'm always talking about those two. Anyways, so how's everyone doing out there? Do we have anyone signed in? Let me
We have at least one, yeah.
Person watching.
And
How's
it's
everything
from
going with all you guys out
YouTube.
there?
So
I know we've got a lot of crazy energies coming at us, like always, and we've got some fun celestials going on, I'm sure, because we always do. Oh, that's right. It's Lionsgate.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is Lionsgate.
I told you Lionsgate is not my time of year.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite because I'm a lion. I'm a Leo.
Well, it's your birthday month. I know.
Well, July was, but yeah, it's
Oh,
close
that's
enough.
right. That's right. That's right. I don't know if I'll ever remember your birthday. It's not in August. I have you pegged for like August 10th. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's see if we got anything. If I can get on. Nope. I'm still not live on my. It says that I'm live, but I don't see my video, so I'm just not going to worry about it. I'll check on it in about a half an hour and see what happens.
Yeah, and I haven't even gotten to mine because I just
Hello!
received a notice. Hi, Kayla.
We see you guys coming in.
Unveil it. Hello, Miss Jess. Welcome in. I haven't seen you in a while.
You've been,
How are you doing? How are you doing? Yeah, I just received from my cousin in Tennessee, Miss Jess. I do have family in Tennessee. I just received notification of a passing in the family. So that was odd to get that right before our.
It's so sad. So many people are losing their loved ones. You know what? Been there, done that. We're not going through that anymore in my family. I think losing what I lost, I think 5 or 6 family members in 2 years. No one's going nowhere for a while.
Yeah.
I hope. No, I think that we've had enough. Oh, Victor. Hey, Victor's back. It seems like we just got off of a live now, doesn't it, Victor? He was on my live last night. We were talking about ghost stories.
And the gentleman who passed, my cousin, well, my dad's cousin, is 93. So he lived a very long, healthy life.
Beautiful.
And my condolences to his 2 children. One is a famous person. And I won't get his name because I'm not going to put it on here that his father passed anyway. I'm just saying. So if he happens by, my condolences. So, and I'm sure the family will be notified and things will be, yeah, okay. So I hope you can keep going because I need to notify one other person real quick.
Oh, yeah, I guess we can get started. So,
Okay.
how's everyone been? Um, like I said, today we're going to talk about the how dangerous it is if you are trying to move your lymph without filtering your kidneys out first. It's kind of like what I've spoke about the last past year regarding the redox before the detox, all of this stuff. There's, detoxing isn't just about detoxing. There's precautions you can take because you can make yourself very sick and things can go wrong very badly. So all of these influencers who are out there just trying to sell this product or whatever they're doing and they're not getting into the proper way of doing things can really make it worse for you. And please, you guys, I speak upon experience. I know a lot about detoxing because of personally because of what I've gone through. Now, oh, you get okay. I'm
Go ahead.
sorry. I'm reading. Yeah. Well,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
I'll talk and then I'll read some of your guys' comments. That's what I'll do.
Okay. Yeah, you go ahead and talk and
So,
I'll
if
pop
you
up.
guys, for the ones who've been following us and who come on our show and watches our show, I remember this time last year is when my right side of my lymphatic system went out on me, and I got really sick. You guys, I still showed up, I still did the lives, but and I would talk about it. I would talk about, I think, what was I? This time last year, I was 8 months off of sugar and starting to,
Oh, that's right.
yeah,
Yep. Yep.
I was starting to do the channels of elimination, getting my body ready in redox state and channels of elimination and getting ready to do these detoxes. And then my right side of my body completely seized up. Epidemia in my legs. I don't know if you guys remember all that. And a lot of it was stress related, big time. At that time, I couldn't really go into what I was going through, you guys, because people were involved. And I can't say their names. I just can't do that because I can get in trouble. But I was in this
Hmm.
now, a year later, I feel it's safe for me to talk about it now, huh? You think it's safe? I won't say their names.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was taking care of a facility, a healing facility where I would, it was a big, huge home, over 4,000 square feet. It was beautiful, you guys. It was gorgeous. I had like maybe 7 or 8 different types of gardens, from fairy gardens to mushroom gardens to fruit tree gardens, uh, edible flower garden. I mean, it was really nice. It was perfect. It was a Garden of Eden there, actually, is what it was, what I had turned it into. And healers would come live with me. They would come and they'd come live in this beautiful home, and you had to be a healer. And it was quite expensive. It was a very elegant place. And things went bad. The owner of the home moves in a female, a girlfriend, very low vibrating, messed up the whole entire thing that I had going on. And they were very nasty. And I was people pleasing and I was peace pleasing and I was trying to just make everything work and flow. And that is what I believe, because I wasn't being true to myself and I wasn't speaking out like I should have. I was, but not with the firmness that I should have, that I needed at the time. And everything went completely south. It was really bad, you guys. It was so bad that these people who are people of the community, they're well known, especially in their community. They have a name. One is political. The girlfriend was political. And then one of the healers, she was a doctor. She was a naturopathic. And they acted like a bunch of sorority girls. They all did. Everyone that was living there was acting like sorority people. And I was being called names. They were like saying horrible names to me. Um, it got pretty bad. I ended up leaving, but that's what was going on, and that is what I believe what seized up my whole entire right side. So, anyways, you guys remember that. So that's why we're going to talk about the lymph, um, the lymphatic system today. Because now I'm 1 year, you guys, from doing all of this detoxing. You guys have seen almost all of my parasites that have come out of me with the biofilm. I've got another creature that came out of me this past Wednesday. I'm hoping that this is going to be the end of it. I don't know. We will talk about that next week. I cannot get into that right now, you guys, because it's quite disturbing. And we're trying to figure out what it is. Nobody knows what it is. Nobody. No one has never even seen anything like this before. So, anyways, we're gonna do. Julie and I are gonna do a little bit more investigating within the next coming week, and then next Tuesday, hopefully, I'll be ready to talk about that one. But anyways, so yeah, so I'm 1 year into detoxing my lymphatic system and my kidneys, and I'm feeling great, you guys. I am feeling really good. Besides, when I start to detox, when I have a big detox of a parasite, it's not comfortable for me at all. It's very uncomfortable. It's hard. I don't even know the words to even say, you guys, because when this stuff comes out of you, well, when it comes out of me, and it seems like each parasite gets worse and worse and worse,
Or stranger and stranger
or
and
stranger
stranger.
and stranger and stranger. And yeah, and the reaction to it is like, literally, honestly, this is what I want to do. I want to scream on the top of my lungs once for being like, oh, oh, what the F is this stuff? And then the other part of me is like, oh, I want to scream because I got it out. So it's very mixed emotions. And then these last couple of days, I've had, on top of that, there was a scare in my family on Friday of they got a phone call telling, my mom got a phone call, my mother did, my mother and my brother did, saying that I had been abducted, and that I was at the wrong place at the wrong time, and that they had me, and they had my voice.
Let's not get into details. Please.
Oh, they actually were able to they had my name, but my nickname, not my real name. So yeah, it was pretty scary. So
wow.
by the time that it got around to my family, to my husband and to my boys and to my children, that I had been abducted and taken to Mexico, and of course the story changed a few times. And I'm over here at work. I'm working, you guys. I'm actually working with a client that is in crisis mode because I just got him off of 40 pharmaceuticals, 15 antipsychotic drugs, and he's like 6 weeks into being off of everything. He went into a slight psychosis. So I'm dealing with that while all of this is going on with my family, and they all think I'm kidnapped, and they're talking to these people who supposedly kidnapped me. So yeah, that was on Friday, and I was, yeah. So when everyone found out I was fine and I was all safe, they were all really, really, really relieved. But their cortisol and fight and flight was messed up the whole entire day. I woke up Saturday morning to my mom crying. She was still crying all day Saturday about it. And she couldn't believe I was okay. She was so happy. So it was, yeah, that was a lot last week. And then on top of it, this thing that came out of me. So, anyways, I'll be ready to talk about that. We'll just do that next Tuesday. Unless we really have nothing to talk about today, then we'll get into that. But hopefully not, because I don't have any answers for anybody. I really don't. I can just tell you what happened, and we can all look at it and just go, um, but what I wanted to talk about when it comes to the lymphatic system, you guys, is
well, let's take a look at what they said before we get into the actual stuff.
Let's go.
Okay, great. See, you all need this positive wipes after been dealing with those pesky neighbors. Again, they are not you. You need to let them go and their energy go. Please,
yeah, you keep
please,
feeding
please.
them energy. You keep giving them your energy by doing this.
And accepting their energy in. Victor, this is your choice. I know it sounds simple, but it's you need to step away from it, and
You just
that's them.
tell them what you feel, just like what I went through last year with those people that I was running that healing facility with,
Mhm.
that home with. Well, it was a home for the healers. Um, and you just cut them off. You just tell them how you feel. You cut them off. And I did that last August. And that was the best thing I could have done. Even though this was income. I mean, I was losing some income that was supposed to come my way.
Well, had you received any income yet?
Nope, but I
Okay.
was there living there pretty much free. I
No,
didn't have to
that's
pay
true.
that much.
That's true.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't have I mean, every month was kind of different on what I was having to pay, depending on how much money I had brought in. So, anyways, um, but yeah, no, but I was hoping to move out of there and run that facility without me having to be there, and then I would have had some residual income coming my way. That was kind of the plan. But anyways, and then it worked out. But just cut these people, cut them. That's the best thing you can do, and never look back. I couldn't even tell you what these people are up to today. I have no idea because I don't give them any energy whatsoever. They're not my flow. They're not, it's not cool at all. But yeah, just they want to be mean and hateful, and they don't want to work with you, and they don't want to, live in harmony. Just don't let them steal your peace. It's going to make you sick, Victor. I'm telling you. I know. I just lived this whole past year. And these are business partners of mine that like I looked up to. But anyways,
That was
um
then.
yeah, that was then. Yeah, and now um I'm all so much healthier, you guys. It's awesome. Okay, I have learned that lesson.
Oh, which one are we at?
It's Claudine. I've learned that lesson. Okay, so you guys are kind of
Okay.
going through it too.
Which one are we at?
I'm just reading Jess.
Okay,
Yeah, she's
Jess.
going through. Yeah. So you guys be careful. One thing I want to tell you
Yeah,
guys is be
yeah, yeah.
careful with this AI scams that they have out there. All
They're
right.
getting more creative.
They're getting more creative, and especially for people like us who do lives, they can.
Let's not get into details right now,
Oh,
thanks. No, you're gonna create more. That's what I'm saying. Well, let's not get into details. But I have learned that lesson these past couple of weeks. Okay. But you can't get to the doctor. This is what I wanted to pop up till October because of insurance. 2 more months. This is in Tennessee, people. This is what they call a red state. And I don't understand why they can't see you before then because she's female. No offense, but most likely. I just, yeah,
there's
it's
a
sad.
lot of weird stuff going on,
Yeah.
especially with the medical field, you guys. So I have a client whose husband is a head nurse of the department that he works in, and I think it's the critical ICU.
I
The
see you.
head,
Yeah.
yeah, he's the head nurse of ICU, and they cut his hours.
Wow.
Yep. I was just completely. He's not the only one. Okay, so I've got a couple people in different fields where their hours are being cut. Okay, I have a really good client of mine who works for Frito Lay. His hours got cut. They couldn't get him to stop potato chips fast enough. He was working tons of overtime. I know, crazy, but that's what he does. His hours got cut. Then the next day, I had my other client comes in, and she's purchasing her medicine, and she had to pay with a credit card. And I don't like doing that with my clients, you guys, because I have an extra fee because I'm what you call a high risk business with my POS system. Because of what I do, I'm not FDA approved. So there's like extra fees on there. So like when you use your debit card, usually there's like a 2 or 3% fee. Um, Mine is like way higher than that. Mine's like 5 or 6, and they raised it last month. So I prefer not to run credit cards on my clients. I do everything I can to make. I mean, they can Zelle me, they can Bevo me, they can go get cash, whatever. And she just couldn't. She said she's like, we're broke right now. I have to use my credit card. And I was like, oh my gosh, and she got like $32 in fees. So she did that, and I'm like, are you okay? Because I've never heard this client complain about money ever. And she said they cut my husband's hours. And I was like, he's a head nurse.
Yeah.
What's going on? And she said, yep. And then I had my client with the Frito Lay. Then I had another client come in. They cut her hours. I think she works for a credit card company. So there's something going on. And now the medical field can't get Justin for 2 months. So this is interesting. That's too bad. What do you have to get done, Jess? What are they going to do for you? What is it that you're like? What's going on?
So you're past the I've you passed the I have started telling people how I feel and stopped holding stuff in.
Huh? Yep. Yeah. And
That
and
is
you
a
can,
big deal. That's what
yeah,
she
and
did.
you
So
can say it, and when this happened to me last year, you guys, I just wasn't saying it I wasn't being firm enough. I wasn't being bitchy enough. Really, I wasn't. I was, you guys, I was not well. So, and they knew this. What the doctor that was there, the naturopathic doctor was there, was my doctor. She was the one who was treating me at the time. I mean, it was a really effed up situation, you guys. And she knew my lymphatic system was going out. She knew that I was concerned about parasites. She kept dismissing everything. Remember?
yes,
It was, I would tell Julie, and I'd be like, what? I know. I was just like, I know. And so, anyway, she made me sicker. It was almost like she attacked me on purpose, you guys. Thank God that I'm smart, that I'm smart and that I'm connected to the creator because I knew I got my stuff out of there. I remember when okay, it's reloading the page.
yeah.
Should
Don't
I
touch it.
keep talking or
You can
can you
keep
guys still hear
talking.
me?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Um, I remember when I said, I'm out of here. F you all. Like I had had enough. And I talked to them because we had a big business deal, you guys. It was a really big thing. It was a big deal. And we were supposed to go for another year on doing this project. And I said, nope, I'm out of here. I'm not doing this. And they tried to tell me, you have to give us a 30-day notice. And I'm like, no, I don't. I'm out of here. Sue me. I packed my stuff and I left. I got a U-Haul. I called some of my guys from the Mushroom Club, and they were all there, and they moved all my stuff for me. Well, first of all, they wouldn't let me have any help. I had no one was allowed to come in and help me move my stuff. Remember?
Yeah.
Do you remember that? They would not let me have any. And then I left my big stuff there. And then they were texting me saying, "What are you gonna? You have a chair and a dresser in the bedroom." I couldn't move that by myself, you guys. It was a big wicker chair. It's one of my reading chairs, and then a dresser, big old dresser that's 110 years old.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's so cool. Um, and what else did I have? And then a bed that was given to me, but then it was ungiven to me because of the way I left, because the doctor wanted the bed. So it was in her room when I left. So, anyways, no big deal about that. Just showing how petty they were. And I was like, I can't move that stuff. And then I have huge racks that were in the garage because the garage was huge. It was a 3-car garage, so there was part of it where I was keeping my supplies, and I couldn't move those. The racks were too big. I go, well, I can't get them. I'm not. I don't have big muscles. I need help moving this stuff. You guys don't let anyone in the house. And then at that point, they said, yeah, they can come in and help. And that's when I made the phone call, and my friends from the Mushroom Club came. But they followed them every step of the way that they were grabbing my stuff. It was so crazy. But yeah, anyways, speak your truth, be firm about it, and don't worry about if it hurts their feelings or whatever is happening, because that's not your responsibility. They are responsible for their own feelings. Just as you are responsible for your feelings, reaction is everything. The way you react to everything is what's going to, one, create your karma, and two, how your body's gonna take it. What kind of trauma is gonna come to the body with it. So Yeah, stand firm, you guys. Just stand firm with these people. I'm telling you, they have demons. They have parasites that are causing them to do this. It is hijacking them. I'm completely convinced because I sit here today. I am not the same person I was in August. I don't even believe in the same things that I believed in August that I
No.
believe in now. My truths have completely changed because I have released these parasites that had control of my mind, literally, and I see it. I was so immersed in false light. It's not even it makes me laugh now. I'm like, I can't even believe I believed in that truth. But anyways, I did. And it's I guess it's better than believing in like dark witchcraft or something. I
Yeah,
mean, it could be worse. I could have
you can be completely dark and no light. I'm
yeah,
just saying.
completely opposite. Yeah. So anyways, at least I had, I was
You were heading the
immersed.
right direction.
Yeah, I was immersed in fake light. That's what I was. My truth was fake light. And now my truth is really my truth. Like this comes straight from authentically me with dispersing all these parasites.
Yes.
But anyways,
And we'll keep track of in the next few weeks if there any other strangeness come out.
we have I'm gonna try some two new acids. I'm learning a lot about amino acids.
Okay. When you say acid, it's like, what? Yes. So these are good acids. Just say.
Amino acids, and we'll
They're
talk about
natural.
yeah, we'll
Yeah.
talk about the amino acids as I go along that journey to you guys. But I just started dabbling into them probably about 6 months ago, so I don't really want to say that. Yeah, I just don't want to talk about them yet, but I will because I'm going to try two more and see make sure that I fully have because what I've been told is that I'm a systematic detoxer. I'm a very advanced detoxer. That I have advanced so deeply that most people don't even make it to this point ever because I have detoxed my tissues, my blood, my bones.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, and it's very hard to get where I'm at. I'll tell you what, you guys, it takes a lot of discipline.
You started many years ago.
I've been at this for many years, and like I tell you guys, once I hit that 1 year mark of no sugars, when everything just started flying out of me. And we're going to talk about that today when we're talking about the lymphatic system, because sometimes this can happen when you just start naturally detoxing your kidneys and then your lymphatic system because of your lymphatic system carries all of your toxins. And when they start to get released, other things can come out with it too. So,
Now I want to go back to Jess. Postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome is what
what?
she thinks, what she symptoms she has. Yes. So she doesn't get to see the doctor for 2 months. I don't know what that is exactly, but I think we need to look at that before we get into the lymphatic system because it might tie in. I don't know. It sounds like it's a heart thing, though, I must say. But I'm going to look
Is
it
there like
up.
an abbreviation for that? Because usually I know abbreviation illnesses better than I do what actually what the full name is.
POTS is what
POTS. There we go.
POTS.
Okay,
POTS.
POTS. Yep, I've heard of it.
POTS. Okay.
POTS. Yep. Okay, see, that's how my brain works.
Okay.
I've heard of that. Yep.
Well, for me, she spelled it out, which I appreciate.
I know. That's a hard one.
And I'm looking it up so I know what's going on. Symptoms. Okay. The symptoms guides. Recognize and manage your symptoms. Living with POTS can feel overwhelming due to its wide range of symptoms, from dizziness and fatigue to more unusual symptoms like coat hanger pain. I don't understand that. I think it has something to do with your neck, but anyway. Understanding what your experience is crucial for managing this condition. This in depth POTS symptom guide is here to help you identify and track your symptoms so you can work with your healthcare provider to create a personal treatment plan. We'll look at the most common and some less common symptoms of POTS and explore strategies to manage them. First thing, and you probably have already done this, Jess, is to journal. Journal, journal. And Jess comes up here with Ezekiel bread is fantastic for amino acids.
Thank you for that information.
Yeah.
I don't really eat bread too much, but
If you're going to,
I will remember that. Well,
Yeah.
because even though I have a huge, large family, you guys, I'm the only one who eats the way that I eat. So when I get a loaf of bread, it's a lot of bread for one person, especially when you only eat like one sandwich a week. That's about all. I love my egg sandwiches, you guys. I Julie will tell you, I love egg sandwiches. I love them so much. And I only do it like once a week, and I usually save that for when Julie and I are hanging out on Tuesdays because we both like our egg sandwiches. So that's just something her and I do together.
well, one of the things you can do is keep it in the freezer and take out
That's what I
slices.
do. That's what
Okay.
I've been doing. But
Yeah.
no, seriously, I just had to throw out 3 loaves of bread because they've been in
no.
there for almost a year.
Oh no.
I just there's this company that it's called the 3 ingredient sourdough bread company. They got 3 ingredients in it on their sourdough. Have you seen that one?
No. No.
And it's a real small loaf. It only has like maybe 6 or 7 pieces in it. I love that one. It's real small. And that one, yeah, I just don't eat a ton of bread. Um, I love it. Don't get me wrong. I just can't. I can only. It's in moderation when it comes to meat. But I love it. Trust me. Oh my gosh! If you bring me fresh made bread from your kitchen, I'll scarf that down for a couple of days. And that's happened here a few times. Julie and I've gone through that where I've had someone make us some fresh bread, and we just have to just eat it.
And there's a farmer's market that they have fresh made, and isn't it gluten free? The English muffins.
Yep, that's where I get our English muffins from.
Yeah.
Yeah. But see, they only give us 6, and that's perfect for us. We put them in the freezer, and that
Yeah.
lasts us for a month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's perfect. That's like enough portion for you and I.
Okay. You're journaling the symptoms. Did you track my symptoms and heart rate variable? Today it told me to pace myself because my heart rate is low, but my variability is high. Okay, what one other thing you need to do when you're doing this journaling is your symptoms, yes. But what did you consume before these symptoms started? What did you consume that day? What was the energy like? I mean, there's so much more to why you're having this than just it's happening. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm. Oh,
It's your nervous system, hon. We're going to talk
Yeah.
about that. It's
Okay.
your nervous system. Okay, this is in your Vegas vein.
ooh,
We've
Vegas
talked
vein.
about it. We've talked about the Vegas vein.
Which one's the Vegas vein?
The Vegas vein runs from the it's your main
Artery?
uh no, it's not
Oh,
artery. It goes
vein.
from the end of your spine all the way to your head,
Oh,
and that's your nervous system. It's your main nervous system that has just thousands and thousands and thousands of veins that go out everywhere. It's hooked to everything. Um, the Vegas vein, yeah, that's very important. But I think when we get done talking about the lymphatic system, which is also connected to the adrenalines, which the adrenalines are connected to the Vegas vein, so hopefully we'll be able to get you some answers here. And yes, Victor, frying eggs, yes, we love to have our eggs. There's only one thing, and yes, it has to have a good piece of cheese on it. More cheese, please. The world needs more cheese. Anyways, but we have avocado on ours.
yes, I was going to say that's very important. The avocado here in Arizona, very important.
I have had myself go to the store at 10 o'clock on Monday because we were out of avocados.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because Julie and I, we have to have that avocado. Anyways, okay, so
Okay, so
Okay. Oh,
this
okay.
will
And
help. Yeah.
okay. Oh, okay. Like, track, exercise, and food and water intake. Yeah. But if
Yes,
your
all of
body's
that.
not absorbing your water and your food properly, nothing's going to work.
No, but at least you're keeping track of that
Yeah.
along with the symptoms because it's going to make a lot of difference. Now, I know you're going to talk about the nervous system and all that, but we had talked about before. Yes, my body, I think, produces too much adrenaline when standing because my blood pressure and heart rate spikes while you're standing. Wow. But we had talked about before, and I can't remember the name of it, but when you put oil in your belly button,
Hmm. Every night I do that.
and which oil are you using right
Right now, I'm using the castor oil.
now? Okay.
I'm a castor oil freak, you guys. I drink it, I eat it.
She
I
also
put it.
drinks beet juice, but hey, I won't hold that
Have you
against
done
her.
a shot with me? Have
No,
you haven't done a shot?
no,
Okay,
because my kidneys don't like
oh
it.
yeah, that's right. You don't like beet juice. Okay, we'll go into a little bit of that too. Um, what did I say? I forgot what I was going to say, you guys. Oh well, this
Oh,
wasn't important.
avocado as well. My mom gave me a salad with avocado and feta cheese. Oh my goodness. Uh, and I think he meant food porn. But anyway,
It's so good. It
it
is so
is
good.
good. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Jess, I think we can help you today. I really do. I think we're gonna get somewhere, and we're gonna start getting down to what you've got going on. Okay. Yes, adrenaline. Got to get control of that adrenaline. Adrenaline gland. That's part of your nervous system.
Oh,
All attached. The fight and flight. That's your adrenaline. Fight and flight. Your nervous system. They're all connected here. Um,
and you were saying castor oil.
Oh,
Now,
that's what we were talking about. Castor
yeah,
oil. Yeah,
is
yeah.
that the one that can it calm you down? Because what I just heard is take the oil and put a drop or two of, I'm talking a carrier oil. Castor oil could be a carrier oil. Um, have a, they're saying at least,
Yep. What I if I were you, I would use oregano oil. I'd be putting
okay,
oregano oil inside of
beautiful.
your belly button.
All right.
And again, if you
Thank
need
you.
it, I have some. I do believe it's on my website.
I think she made her own.
Oh, that's right. You're an herbalist. That's right. You do your own
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's even better
Okay.
because you made it. It comes from your love and from your magic. So, um, yeah, put the oregano oil in your belly button before you go to sleep. I want to show you some massaging techniques that I've learned regarding. I've been doing qigong, and I've been following this lady and this guy in Japan, and they do belly button qigong, belly qigong massaging, and oh my gosh, Jess, it's a game changer. Let me tell you, it's awesome. I can show you. Okay, good. You have oregano. Okay, put it in your belly button at night, and then put it around your belly button. Um, okay,
Put it
let's just get
in
into this
or
real quick, and
around.
then I'll get
Okay.
into lymphadesis
Okay.
after this. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know what a gusha is?
Do you have
Do you
yours?
do you have one? Yeah, I have some. Yeah, I'm selling them. I sell them in my facility now. Let me
Okay.
go grab some because I grabbed a ton of products, but not this because I didn't know we were going to talk about it. Hold on.
And I knew you were here for a reason, Miss Jess. And as soon as I saw that you had symptoms, and you can't see the doctor, even when you can see the doctor right away, you still need a second opinion. So just say, okay. So I hope that I'd love to see you better with no symptoms by October, and you'll have to call and cancel. That's what I love to see. Yes, she does. She has it.
Yeah, get that investigating, and let them invest. No, I don't. It's very important to get this stuff, get tested and get your blood, so you know where you're at.
Right, right.
That's the only thing I like about the Western medicine is I like their investigating medicine and getting the blood test and all that stuff. So, but you can figure it out. It's your body because they're not going to know. They don't know anything over there in the medical field. It's I've gone through
Okay.
so okay. So, anyways, this is a gusha.
They come in different.
They come in different sizes, different, but this one is the one I use for my stomach. Okay. So what I want you to do, okay, I'm going to demonstrate this for you. Okay. I want you to go into your belly button, get your 3 fingers or 2 fingers, whatever. I want you to stick it when you have the oil, and I want you to fill your belly button, and I want you to push as far as you can into your belly button. Okay. All right. And then you're going to massage it. You're going to go 15 this way, 15 this way. Then you're gonna, and it hurts. It's gonna hurt at first,
and you may bruise yourself. Don't
and
worry
then
about
you're
it.
gonna massage. Keep your fingers in there the best you can. Do the best you can. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then you're just gonna press, 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 press all the way around. Okay, you're gonna do that, and then you're gonna get, if you can get anything that even looks like this, even a bottle or a glass, anything you can to get some pressure, and you're just, especially down in the groin area.
There's not a whole lot of movement there.
And you got oil on your body, so it moves really easy. Okay. This is my big one. This is the one I use for my tummy. And I use it for my face too. And then these are ones that I sell here at my facility. I like to get real crystals if I can. You can use whatever material you want. Oh, I guess this is all taped up. Is this one all taped up too? So
Looks
here's
like I
one
couldn't
that I
write down.
have. Here we go.
Yes, you did. Miss Jess has POTS symptoms, and we're helping her.
Here's another one that I have. Okay. This is my quartz, pink quartz one. These are the ones that, I use this kind for my face, but I'm going to be demonstrating this for the lymphatic system because this is what I use for my lymphatic system. Okay. I could also use this one, but do you see how like this one's shaped like a heart? It's got all kinds of, so you can really get into certain areas. This one isn't so much. This is a bigger one. I really just love using this one for my stomach and for the back of my legs. This one. And then for the face, this, my lymphatic system, these are my toys, you guys. Okay. And I've got all kinds of different ones that I use. For my face, for rolling. Some of them got different textures on them, and my neck, my throat. This is just so I can get into everything. And what I use when I'm doing my lymphatic system and getting it to drain, I use coconut oil.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like she says, oregano oil for your belly, right?
Yeah,
now.
use the oregano. You use the oregano oil, and then but we'll get into that in a minute. But I highly, highly recommend you to get a gusha and I hope I'm saying that, gusha, and then and really do the finger. Get that finger in your belly button, even if you want to do the two with the two hands, and then you can massage it around this way. But get in there, get in the belly button, and it's going to trip you out just when you feel what's down there at the bottom of your, way deep in there in your belly button. You're going to feel all kinds of lumps, knots, and that is what we want to get out. We want to get these knots out, okay? Because I believe, how many nerves do you have attached to your belly button? What is it? It's
Yeah, it was
like
quite a few.
7,000 or something like that. It's a lot. That's your nervous system right there, hon. It's right there. And you're going to feel these knots. I had knots all the way up in my kidneys, way up here. And that's why I like that massager, because it gets way up deep into the large intestines and the small intestines. And just get those knots out. You got knots. You'll feel them. You will feel them when you have all your fingers your fingers in your belly button, pressing really hard all the way down to the floor in there. It's yeah, and it's like I said, it's painful. Make sure you massage it. I go 15 in each direction, and I do that 3 times. So, and this is what I do before I go to bed. Why I'm just laying there. I'm like, I keep my casserole on the side of my bed and my gusha right there, and then I lay there. I sleep naked, so it's really easy for me to get this stuff done. So, and then I do my face. I do my face. I do my face all the time. I'll be rolling my face. If I have a client that comes in and we're talking, I'm always just kind of doing this. It's just a habit for me.
Yeah, and they're not specifically saying the number of nerves directly to the belly button, as the belly button is an anatomical landmark. Oh, an anatomical landmark. However, they said that the enteric nervous system that innervates the entire gastrointestinal tract, including the large and small intestines, the ENS contains roughly 200 to 600 million neurons, making it a vast network. And it
All hooked to your everything.
belly
But and
yeah.
think about us if you've had kids, Jess. That's where we hold all our trauma. Think about it. The belly button, the life cord. Just I can't wait until we talk. I hope you're on next Tuesday, and then we can get an update on how it went for you. You may feel like all kinds of pains go in the back of your back right now, just because of demonstrating and showing you guys. I activated something. I can feel my whole back of my bum back here is all numb right now. It's all tingling. So, which I think is a good thing. I stimulated something, and I think it's working really well now. I
Good.
got knots out. I don't have all the knots I had that I felt prior. I do feel like 1 or 2, but not like I did. So yeah, try that and let's see if that doesn't help. All right, I guess we can start talking about the lymphatic system.
Well, you were more important, Jess, so I wanted to get you started at least.
Yeah,
some
let's make this
homework.
about you. Let's make this
So-
all about you.
so that you can get, even if you have no symptoms, that doesn't mean you can't go to the doctor, but I would like you having symptom free by the time you go see the doctor. That's the goal. So, and I would like to remind you that bloodstone is very helpful in getting things moved as well. Now, if they had a bloodstone in the roller,
Can you put
I
that?
would
What
be
did it?
doing it.
Gusha. Can you put that name on there so you guys can what it is?
Okay.
Okay, she's
Yeah.
gonna put the word on there for you
The
guys.
proper
so you
spelling.
the spelling of it, because it is it's not American.
Yep. And
All
it's a tool.
It's a tool in the toolbox, you guys.
love
And there's
tools
a
in the
whole
toolbox.
bunch of different types of gushas. I just showed you guys all kinds of different types, and I'm going to go over these again. But oh, thank you, Jess. You're a blessing. That's what I'm saying. We're going to make this all about you so we can get you healthy, because I know what it feels like to feel like doo doo.
Yeah, you went through it last year.
I
mean, not the same thing, but
I've been feeling like doo doo for several years now. So that's why I am a master detoxer, and I bring it to you guys, because what worked for me doesn't mean it's going to work for you in the exact same way, but at least you're with somebody who has been through it. Because I always say certifications, doctorate degrees, all of these things that people have, it don't mean nothing.
it just means you read books.
Yeah, it means you read books and you studied. You took a lot of tests. But when you're the living, breathing human who has been through it and experienced it, you're the master of that situation, or that experience, I should say. So, and I do understand that what works for me, again, I'm going to repeat myself, isn't necessarily going to work for you, but I feel like I've got enough tricks up my sleeve that we usually nail it. We usually figure this out with, between the both of us.
So the rollers were a form of gusha.
Yeah, but you can get metal ones. They have wooden ones. They have all kinds of material ones that they sell so many different ones. I do, just because I like crystals and I know their energy and how healing they are. They're very healing. I will go ahead and use different crystals for different elements that I've got going on. Yeah, see that in the middle right there's got jade. I do have a lot of jade and crystal, yeah, jade ones, and then the what is this, pink quartz?
Yeah, rose quartz.
Rose quartz. Yeah, they do a lot of quartz. But it's up to you. Whatever you guys, whatever your fit. They have metal ones. They've got plastic ones. They've got all kind. Whatever your budget can afford. Just as long as you're using these and you're moving that lymphatic system, and the yeah, your lymphatic system. And what is another thing that's nice to move is oh, what's the word I'm looking for?
I'm not sure.
I know. I'm so focused on trying to get into diving into this. But is there any other questions
Something
out there?
about enzymes popped up. Do you need to move the enzymes?
No. Well,
Okay.
no. You just need to fix your enzymes. You got to get
Okay.
those balanced. Your fascia. Your fascia is the
Fascia,
word. Yeah.
okay.
So the gusha is good for the fascia and good for the lymph. And we will have a segment on the fascia for sure. For sure. Coming really soon. But I just wanted to get the lymph and the kidneys talked about and see that.
Oh, did you see that? POTS can be caused by pregnancy. She had anxiety 9 years ago after she had her daughter. Now, I've heard of postpartum depression, but I didn't realize, well, I know anxiety is a form of it, but
So pregnancy
Future.
triggered something that has to probably that has to do with the nervous system. Something got rewired. And remember, you can get ancestral trauma with your children when they come in because they leave DNA. You exchange DNA with your child. So whatever your child brings in gets laid upon you. I don't know if you ever heard of that story. I see it on Facebook quite often. People post it, how their son's DNA is left inside of them.
wow.
Yeah, especially sons. Yeah, you carry their DNA. That's why we're so connected to our boys, and yeah, it's a big old poem thing. But anyways,
Wow.
Yeah, that makes total sense. Total sense. Do your children have anxiety? Just curious. I know that they're autistic, but do they have? And anxiety is just your thoughts. It's just your fears. That's all it is. Living too much in the past or living too much in the future. That's all that is. And then it triggers your fight and flight, um, keeps you living, in fear. You're always in panic mode, in survival mode. That's one of the biggest things I like to say. You're in survival mode. So um, you are not your anxiety. Just remember that. That was just a label they put on you. So then now you're going to carry it. You've been carrying that for 9 years. And now it's turned into POTS. They really know how to implant these things in us. They're really good at it. They're very, 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 very amazing system that they created to make us so sicker than what we are, because our mind is that powerful. That's how powerful we are.
Yeah. So releasing that is a good thing. And I know it's tough, especially after 9 years of programming, conditioning, and domestication.
Mm-hmm.
So,
There we go.
yeah. Okay. I know we keep trying. Like you said, things flow, they get
They
changed.
so have some anxiety. Yes, my son's more. So I think
Oh,
the
she could.
autism to feel everything. So yep. See, you carried these boys, so they treat. Yeah.
Well, she had a girl too. So
Oh, that's right. Does your daughter have autism too, or just your son?
I see when he gets overwhelmed. Yeah. Was he before or after the daughter? That's my question. Because if she left DNA, he picked it up. If he's younger, I'm just saying. And that would be what you were saying.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
He
So
could've
you
left
picked it up so you can help him cope. Isn't that what we're just always doing? Coping. We can cut ourselves loose from all of these things that are going on inside of us. We just have to stop putting the shit, the toxins in our mouth, on our body. And I don't think this fight will ever end. Hopefully, you guys watched our segment last week because we did a very good segment on toxins. So, and how we get them, how the body's absorbed. So that was, I thought that was a really good show we did last Tuesday. Just my son has autism. My son was born first.
First,
Okay,
so he's
well,
the older one.
makes complete sense then. Yeah, this is just, but you can fix all of this. This is what you're here for, Jess, to release all of these traumas that have been brought upon you and your children, to break these ancestral curses, whatever you want to call them. You don't have to call them that, but whatever. They make you physically sick. That is what I call physical. Then you've got the non-physical, but they're intertwined to each other and they work off of each other if you learn how your cells work. And that is what I dug in really deep last week on the cellular level, how your cells work. Got into the mitochondria. We got into all of it last week. Yep. So it was a really good one. So we covered the cells, how they work. It's very important because cellular health is what is how your energy is created. You are energy. They have been stealing our energy. They loosh all off of our energy. That is what the darkness does. They take our wisdom. They take our wisdom and they turn it into knowledge for the medical field, for the law system, for everything that they have created in their system. Knowledge is not organic. It is non-organic. They have lots of wisdom. Lots of knowledge, but no wisdom, because we're the ones who have the wisdom. Wisdom is organic. Knowledge is non-organic. So, yes.
Yeah, thank you for that, Des, too.
Yes, stress dumps histamine into your
mast cell.
Yep, mast cells. Exactly. We're going to talk a little bit about histamines too today, if we get there. But okay, let's go ahead and talk about let's go ahead and get into the lymphatic system and filtering your kidneys, and how important it is to filter out your kidneys first. And then I'm going to show you a picture of all the parasites that came out of my kidneys, from my brain to my kidneys last Wednesday.
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right. So first of all, I kind of want to talk about how the lymphatic system works, how this all works. All right. So I wrote some notes so I won't forget anything, which I probably still will, because even this morning I woke up and I'm like, oh, I forgot about the groin area. I'm still, until the minute we go live, I'm like, oh my God, I forgot to put this, I forgot to put that. But anyways, I should be able to cover most of it. But so let's talk about, so the lymphatic system drains fluid throughout the body. And while both kidneys are involved in filtering waste, the thoracic duct, the largest lymphatic vessel, drains into the left subclavian. Subclavian. Oh, I'm saying that right. Vein. Which means the left side of the body handles the majority of the lymphatic system. Okay. So the left side, your kidneys. All right. The right side of the lymphatic ducts, which is smaller, drains lymphs from the right arm, the right chest, the right side of the head and neck, and empties into the right subclavian vein. Okay, right here, dumps everything right in here. Okay, that's where it gets dumped. Okay, so right side is your liver, and the left side is your kidneys.
Well, you have two kidneys, one on the left and one on the right.
I know, but it dumps the way that it dumps, okay? It's kind of like a cross, you guys, what you got going on here, okay? When it comes to the lymphatic system. Now, the liver, while not directly part of the lymphatic system, processes toxins from the blood. Different than from the lymphatic system. But yes, it releases toxins and plays a massive role in detox, but it doesn't filter lymph like the kidneys do. All right. So it's your body sewage system is what your lymphatic system is. All right. Moving waste from your, I say 150 trillion cells, but it's only 37 trillion cells that actually happen. I like to exaggerate and say 50 million, 50 trillion cells. 150 trillion cells is what I like to say. These cells create metabolic waste that must be cleared out. The lymphatic system includes lymph fluid, lymph vessels, lymph nodes, and immune cells like macropathogens. Okay, macro,
Where are you at?
it's macropathogens. Macropathogens. Okay, unlike your blood, it has no pump. It relies on movement, breath, hydration, and proper organ function to flow. Exercise, exercise, exercise. Got into this last week. Movement. That's the only way you're going to get this lymphatic system going, okay? Okay, so it eats your poop, your pee. This waste travels through the lymph system to be removed. No pump moves with, okay, I'm sorry. No pump moves with hydration, movement, and breath. Taking those deep breaths moves the lymphatic system, okay? You know you're stagnant if you're constipated, if you're only pooping 3 days a week, you're backed up. Where is that poop and pee going, okay? You want it to be releasing through the lymphatic system. The thoracic duct, left side, drains lymph from most of your body and empties into the left subclavian vein. This includes the lower body, left arm, and left side of the head and neck. Okay, so this is your left side. I got a diagram to show you guys real quick. I thought that this was really helpful when I saw this, so I want to share it with you guys.
It has a lot of screen prints. Did you want to send it to me? I can post it.
Can you see that? So that is just your part of your left side is just right there, okay? So it's got to move all the way to the foot, back up again, around the brain, around the head, into the collarbone, whatever you want to call it.
Whichever side.
Clavicle bone and out to your system, to the kidneys, okay? That's how it works. So there's a lot of moving, there's a lot of pumping, you guys. Do you understand now why exercise is so important to move this?
And dance is a great form of exercise, people.
Especially because when you're dancing and you're doing a lot of the movements and the waves, and I dance a lot. I dance all the time. Plus it makes you feel good and it really gets those endorphins going. Okay.
She loves diagrams.
Yeah.
You're going to have to send that to me.
Yeah, it's a really cool diagram. I really love, so do you see how, like I said, it's a cross? Isn't that the way that it works?
Yep.
I love this diagram. I like how they split it up. So you've got this whole side right here, and that's where it drains out to now that clavicle. So it has to move. And I know that it moves down and then back up again, you guys. All right. Okay, so the right lymphatic duct drains the right upper quadrant. Okay, so yep. So we're here on our right side. The right arm, the right chest, the right side of the head and the neck, into the right subclavian vein. Right in here, you guys. Okay, it's all, so it has to go down and up. Okay. Just want to make sure you guys understand this because this is super important stuff to remember. Okay, while the kidneys filter lymphatic waste, the liver filters blood toxins and helps metabolize fats, pharmaceuticals, drugs, but it's not a lymph filter. Okay? I know we get confused on this stuff, but anyways. And why this matters. If your kidneys aren't filtering and you start moving your lymph without dumping your kidneys out, you're just stirring up sewage with nowhere to go instead of releasing the toxins. Okay, is there any questions? Is this making sense to everybody? It re-enters the bloodstream, overloads your liver, creates a skin eruption, a rash, inflammation, and fatigue. These are the signs that you'll have, okay? Triggers detox systems that feel more like illness. Okay, so you start moving that lymph and your kidneys aren't fully fleshed out or moving properly. You'll get this, it's called Hexaheimer reaction, also known as Herx. And it's just die-off reaction of toxins being released in your body. It's what I call it's when the parasites start to release their toxins and they die off. And you can get this feeling of nausea and sickness when you start moving the lymph with the lymph system. And that's what that is, which is good because now you're releasing toxins. But you want to make sure that your kidneys are working with that so that it releases the toxins properly out of your body and it just doesn't reabsorb it. Yep. And that's what I talk about when I talk about redox to detox. So your cells poop, lymph collects waste, lymph nodes break it down, waste travels to kidneys, kidneys must filter it out. Simple.
They have a separate section of your kidney that is the filter.
Yes.
Intake and outtake.
Yes. Okay. She's very good on the kidney. I knew she was going to love this talk today because she said, she knew that there's two kidneys.
Kidneys.
She's correct on that.
Two sections of the kidneys.
When that filters it out.
Yep.
And
intake and the filter.
Yep. And your intake is your left side and your outtake is your right side.
Each kidney has two parts to it.
Okay.
Each kidney has a filter.
Okay. She knows the kidneys a lot better than I do. I have a good knowledge about it or good wisdom about it, but she's had way more issues with her kidneys than I have. I've just detoxed my kidneys out. So that's what okay. So
yeah, my kidneys are almost like a child. I mean, my symptoms or whatever, my condition, old condition, started 43 years ago, May. Okay. So it's almost like a child of mine. Each side has a filter in it. I know because my filter on my right side is calcified. The filter wall is calcified. So that means it's solid. Okay. It's still doing its job. But a lot of the oxalate has been pushed to the side walls, and I'm dealing with that. However, it produces less stones than the filter on the left side. The left side is very active in creating stones and getting rid of them. It has probably 5 stones compared to the right one sending out 1 stone. Again, because the filter is calcified, but it's still working. Both of them are still working. I know when I have a problem and I know what to eat and what not to eat. Dairy does cause problems with it. It causes problems with everybody's kidneys. So be careful with the dairy. Limit it as much as you can. Yes, for
That
7.
has to do because their enzymes
Yep.
are not working the way that they need to. They're not absorbing. So that has a, if you can't take dairy, you have an enzyme problem. We
Right.
talked about that in the last show. Okay, so I'm going to repeat myself one more time to make sure we've got this, okay? Because I want to make sure we understand the lymphatic system because we're going to jump into the kidneys here. So your cells poop and pee, the two P's. Lymph collect waste. Lymph nodes break it down. Waste travels to kidneys. Kidneys must filter it out. If you open the sewage pipes, you better be moving those lymphs without checking the drains, the kidneys. The waste backs up. Think of it as a house. If your pipes are clogged, what happens, you guys? You're backed up with poop and pee.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there we go.
Yeah. And the poop usually comes from the liver, and the pee definitely because it's the ureter that comes directly from the kidneys that goes into the bladder.
Yep.
And there's one on each side.
Yep. And you'll get backed up symptoms, not healing, not healing. You're going to make yourself sicker and worse. Okay. So now let's talk a little bit about the kidneys. Signs your kidneys aren't filtering properly. Little to no sediments in your urine. Foamy, dark, and infrequent urination. So you got to look at your urine. And as you guys know,
Yes.
I practice Shambambu. I know urine very well.
She knows the results of the kidneys very well.
Yes. I know when it comes to urine, I am a urine looping specialist. I am a practitioner for it. I am a dosing specialist when it comes to urine. So, puffy eyes, ankles, or hands. If you got any puff anywhere, if you're puffing, guess what that is? That's your poop and pee. You're puffing. I told you, if you ain't pooping, if you're eating 5 pounds of food, you better be pooping 5 pounds of food out every single day. Because if you're not, and you're having 5 pounds of food every day, and you're pooping 3 days a week, guess what? You're going to swell up. And that, when you swell epidemia, which I had really bad last year, in my feet, my whole right side, in both my feet. Yeah, it's your poop and your pee. And I suffered from chronic constipation most of my life. So right there, that's what caused my lymphatic system on top of stress. Okay, chronic fatigue or water retention.
That's another thing.
Yes. Water retention, which every time we get on our moon cycle, what do, ladies? We bloat out. We have water retention, and this is where this is all coming from, okay? Now, I want to go back, hold on the lymphatic system, all right? Now, I want you to pay attention. You know what? We'll go to that in a minute, okay? So, those are the signs of your kidneys not filtering properly, okay? All right. Now, I got my notes here on how to get the kidneys filtering properly. And another sign of knowing that you have lymphatic stagnant is your armpits. And the reason why I wore this dress, you guys, was because I was going to be doing a lot of demonstration on myself, okay? So you want your armpits to be a pit, not a puff. Not a puff. You want it to be a pit, okay? A pit. Now, because I do have lymphatic problems, I have barely a pit, all right? I have, when it's a puff, you know you got stagnant. And smell it. Is one more stinker than the other, stagnant than the other, whatever word you want to use? That will tell you, all right, that you are not properly draining. I do have a little bit of a pit. I did not. I was real puffed the past year. I'm finally starting to get a pit. Um, but that's just the way it is for me. Okay. Now my kidneys are working great. I've got really good kidneys at this point. So hopefully I'll have that real deep pit.
See, there's a pit.
Yeah. You want that real deep pit. I didn't have that last year, you guys. So anyways, I had a puff. Okay, so let's go back to the kidneys. Hydration is key. Drink structured living water. Spring water, fruit infused water, herbal tea waters, fruits that have water in it, all this beautiful water that we can make. Remember, water has memory. I put my water in the sound bowl. I put mine in the sun. Mine goes in a sound bowl, or you could put a prayer over it and put it out in the sun. And here in the state of Arizona, we only have to put it for 15 minutes and we get all that UV. It's beautiful. All right. And you want to drink warm water, room temperature water, not cold water.
Yes.
Okay. Don't stay away from as much cold foods as you can. Okay. It's hard in Arizona. I only drink room temperature water until noon. After that, it's ice water. It's just the way it is with me because I'm in Arizona and it is hot as heck here.
I do cool water. I don't do ice water hardly at all because
Good for you.
You want it when you're driving the car, you don't want it room temperature. Not even with the air conditioner temperature. You want something more stable, like about a 70 degree or something like that, between 70 and 80 degrees. That is perfect.
Yeah, you want room temperature is fine, you guys, because remember, when you drink something cold, like when you sprain your ankle or something, you put ice on it and it seizes up. It shrinks up. Just remember when you're cold and it's winter and you're cold and you shrink up and you shrivel. It tightens everything up. Heat releases it. Warmth releases it. So you want the flow, you want the warmth, you don't want to be all tensed up and tight. And that's what coldness does. There's times when you want to, and then there's times when you don't. But for the lymphatic system, you want to be open and flowing. Okay. Sip water throughout the day. Don't chug large amounts of water. That's very bad for you, especially after a meal. You waterlog yourself too much. So just nice moderation all day long. You're supposed to, and this is a rule of thumb, and I follow this. I've been following this since I was little. I heard this when I was young. You want to drink how many ounces of half of your weight? So if you weigh 100 pounds, you should be having at least 50 ounces a day of water. I go a little over that. For myself, I weigh about 110, 115 between there. And for me, I drink at least 80 ounces of water a day. But again, I live in Arizona and we sweat a lot, which is a good thing. So sweat. That's why you want to exercise. You want to sweat. You want to get rid of these toxins. That's another way of your body secreting, your lymphatic system secreting your toxins. Poop, pee, sweat. Oh, the 3 P's. Poop, pee, perspire.
Perspire. Very good. Yes.
You want those 3 P's going. Okay. I just cracked myself up here. Okay. Then the kidney supporting herbs. Here's some herbs that will support you. And then here I come. I'll be talking about some of my products here. Nettle leaf nourishes the kidneys, high in minerals. Dandelion root, dandelion root, dandelion root, dandelion root.
It's great for liver as well.
The liver loves dandelion root.
Yes.
And so does your kidneys, okay? Promotes gentle detox and urination, okay? It really cleans out that urine. Cleavers helps lymphatic drainage and kidney flow. Corn silk, I make my own corn silk, so because I go to the farmer's market and I just make a tea, corn silk tea, soothes the urinary tract and supports filtering. Juniper berries, and I do have that, you guys. If you guys are looking for juniper berry tincture, let me know. I do make it. I own 45 acres up north here in Arizona, and my land is full of juniper berries. I will be going juniperberry foraging next month. I'm so excited. I'm going foraging now. We'll talk about that later. Anyways, parsley. Parsley's really good. Strong kidney cleanser, especially fresh juice or tea. Okay. And so that's what I have for the kidneys. Now, I do have a tea. Where are we at? Well, we're going to go through a lot of products, you guys, that I have. So the liver.
Nope, it's too low.
Oh, geez, Louise, I guess I grabbed the wrong. Okay, you want to hold that one? And
Okay, I'm holding
I forgot
this one.
The lymphatic system.
Oh, this is a liver detox
Yeah, that's
capsules, but
fine. The capsules, yeah, that's fine. And then
it's not the.
it's not my lymphatic thing. That's what I meant to say. It's
Oops.
not stuff down. Okay,
She found it.
and I have everything in teas or capsules. Teas are the best, but I know we're just busy. We got things to go, and then here we go. Lymphatic. Both of these are good. They both work for the lymphatic system, but I literally have all of those herbs in here for a tea, and I can always make capsules. Okay.
Oh, and that's very inexpensive. The $10 tea.
Yeah, but this is
That's
like a
good.
sample.
Okay.
Fill
It's a
helmet.
sample.
Yeah, it's just like a
6
sample
grams,
pack.
so,
Yeah. But this, you want more? I have different tiers that you guys can buy. I always do like the sample size because I don't want people too invested. Because if you don't like it, maybe you might want capsules. Maybe you don't want the tea. So
You could be allergic.
yeah,
to
I've
some
got all
things.
kinds of, so that way you don't get too invested. But at least you've tried it, and if it works, then you buy a larger amount for me. Okay, eat high water and alkaline foods. Kind of went through this already. Fruits, watermelon, grapes, cucumbers, lemon, oranges, blueberries. If you're watching your sugar like I do, then it's going to be all about the berries. Blueberries, raspberries, strawberries. And I love watermelon and grapes, but in moderation. In moderation. Back in the day, I'd probably eat a whole watermelon every week. Now I'm just eating like a whole watermelon a month. I've really cut that down. So, but I know it's good for the lymphatic system, and I say that when I go and I have my treat, I'm like, oh, I'm eating this whole bag, this half a bag of grapes because it's for my lymphatic system, and my kidneys. And like I said, everything in moderation.
And as you mentioned before, sugar content. Sugar, there's a whole lot of sugar in grapes.
There is.
It's a very small thing. It's packed with sugar. Whereas the berries have some of the least amount of sugars.
But your kidneys love the grapes. So I do eat grapes. Not every day.
Now, which grapes do you prefer?
I like them all. I like the green ones. I like the red ones.
I love the black ones.
The black ones are good. Oh, they're so good. How about those long fingered? Have you had those long?
Yeah, again, to me, that sugar. My granddaughter loves grapes, but always the cotton candy,
Oh,
the crazy grapes.
no,
And
I
me,
don't.
No.
Yeah, I don't do those ones that they've modified. I don't. There's too much GMOs in those. I just have your basic. I grow grapes. I grew my own grapes last summer. So yeah, grapes are really good, especially when you freeze them. They're just super refreshing here in Arizona, to be honest with you. And then veggies, celery, zucchini, bell pepper, and leafy greens. Okay, but you got to be careful with all this stuff, okay, because of the oxalates. And we're going to get into that in a minute here. And she's really good at explaining the oxalates. Celery juice. Celery is going to probably be, I think, is the number one that I'm really going to recommend for people to do is to do a celery juice every morning. That is really good for the kidneys. It's a game changer. And it's super easy to make, you guys. Real easy. You can make it yourself. Reduce protein, high fat foods, which burdens the kidneys, okay? And the liver, you guys. It does that to the liver too.
Yep.
So no sugars, no high fats, reduce those proteins. And I don't believe our diet, it's all fake, you guys. The person who invented our food pyramid is General Mills. That should say something to you right there. The food pyramid is nothing but a big freaking lie.
And everyone is different. A lot of people talk about what blood type you have has a lot to do with what you eat, but it's what is best for your
What
body.
works with you. If you go eat a bunch of
Yes.
grapes and you're feeling really sick and you're like, oh my God, and everything starts to seize up, well, then guess what?
You overdid it.
You overdid or get off the grapes and choose an orange next time.
Yep.
You got to play around with this. Like I said, what worked for me was the berries. I can have as many berries as I'm fine. It barely spikes my sugar. I don't have insulin resistance, but then give me watermelon and I'm going to be in insulin resistance. I get this. I know my body. You just got to learn what your body is and what works for you. It's okay if one thing works for me and one thing works for her, one thing doesn't work for her, one thing doesn't work for me. It's okay. We're
Yep.
all so different. Different traumas, different DNA, all kinds of stuff. Okay. Okay. So, and then look for sediments in urine. Okay. So when you're looking at your urine, look for what you have in there. Okay. I'm going to show you guys my urine here in a minute. Try collecting first morning urine, first stream urine if you can, anything after 3 o'clock in the morning, because it's filtered through the kidneys because of the way the body works. If you're getting proper sleep like you're supposed to, your system, your chakra system goes into a natural detox, okay? And that's why we're not supposed to eat anything after a certain amount of time. No snackies.
About 3 hour, 2 to 3 hours before you sleep.
Mine, for me, what works for me, I can't eat nothing after 6 o'clock. That is that.
What time do you usually go to bed?
Well, Mondays I don't go to bed until like 10 because I have my live and
that's
yeah,
true.
and then I got to close up here and I got to make deliveries usually or go. But anyways, I am asleep by 10 o'clock.
Yes.
And then I sleep until I am up between 5 and 7. It just depends because I can't. I have to be up by 7 if I'm going to get my self care done though.
Yeah, Victor, doesn't sound very healthy for your kidneys in there. Does not at all. Just say.
Yeah. You don't want to be overworking your body, your kidneys, and your liver, you guys. So stop eating at least 4 hours before you go to bed. Fasting is key here. It is such key. You're not going to die. You're going to be just fine. Trust me. Yeah, I haven't eaten since I had to eat before my live. What I think that was 4:30. I'm sitting there eating my grape leaves and my eggs and just shoving it in my face as I'm talking to Ann. But anyways, it's just the way it is because I didn't have time to eat at all yesterday until it got to be around 4 o'clock. Yeah, I wasn't even going to eat. I was like, forget it. I'm just going to fast all day. But then I went ahead and ate, and I'm glad I did because today I'd have been a mess. Not eating, I would have woken up really hungry. And I don't have time to eat in the morning, especially when I do my lives. Okay, looking for this. Okay, going back to the urine. Okay. So collect morning urine in a glass jar, you guys, and let it sit. You want a nice clear glass jar. I don't have any. Yeah, like this. It's what I call the pea cup. Get the pea cup. And it has to be glass. When it comes to urine, gotta be glass. If filtering properly, you'll see cloudiness, strands, and white sediment settling. This is lymphatic waste being removed. Okay, now let me get my camera. Let me get my thing. Now, I have been working on detoxing my brain parasites. Yes, they can come out of the nose.
First, unlock your phone. If you update your lock screen settings, next time I can help.
Be quiet.
If you believe you have a brain parasite.
Oh my goodness.
He's listening to me. Okay.
Wow.
So anyways, I've been using specific amino acids, enzymes, and binders, protocols, these particular protocols, so that I can break through the biofilm. Again, last week's show is all on enzymes and biofilm. You are not going to get rid of anything. You might get rid of a worm. I said this last week. You might get rid of some stuff. But if you don't break through that biofilm, just a worm will come out. But you get the biofilm, you get the babies out, you get the home out, and you get the whole freaking colony out. That is what I'm working on. So Here is a picture of the biofilm and parasites that I got out of my urine, because I look at my urine every morning because I drink it and I do enemas with it and I snort it up my nose and I brush my teeth with it.
Because of the enzymes that your body produces and excretes through the urine.
You cannot get the enzymes that are in your urine in nobody makes them. Mother Gaia doesn't make them, just your body makes certain enzymes that only your body can make. Okay, where's my list? Let me get a really good picture.
Good.
It's pretty good. Mm.
I like that other one. Okay.
Is that the video that I was looking for?
Oh, there's the video.
There we go. That's good. Okay, you guys. So I'm going to play the video. Look, you're going to see all the parasites, and then we're going to zoom in. Can you guys see that? How's that look on your end?
I'm not seeing a whole lot on that. You might want to turn it on, turn the video on, so we can see it actually move. There. Now you can see it. They're not dead. They're moving around.
They're moving around. I'm going to do that. I'll play it again.
Wow.
Okay.
And they have tails.
They got tails. I'm going to get a picture. We got a good one. It's really nice spot over here. Okay, we got that. This is really good. I mean, they got tails. I'm zooming in, so you're not going to be able to get the whole thing, but here we go.
Yeah. All sorts of things out there.
And the reason why I know these are coming from my brain is because, and I did get one that came out of my nose a couple weeks ago, because I asked the body to do this because I really wanted to know that I had to give me some kind of validation. I needed to know that the protocol that I was on was going to be working. And I was having headaches and I was having weird zings in my head. So I knew it was doing something, but I'm just that person who needs affirmations, you guys. I am an affirmation girl. I really am. And I ask for these affirmations all the time, and they're given to me. But it's so funny the way they're given to me, because I'm literally driving and this thing comes out of my nose. I'm like, oh, geez, thank you, Spirit. Okay, but hey, Spirit doesn't know, it doesn't care about time. So here's the one that came out of my nose.
Wow.
And that was when I asked for confirmation that what I was doing was correct. And then a week later, this stuff's coming out of my urine. Okay, you guys? All right. So the way that this works is parasites, when they go to the brain, the way they get there is they swim up your spine, your nervous system, your vagus vein. That's how they get up to your brain, by swimming. So common sense says they're going to have to swim back down. You can blow some of them out through your mucus. Some of them can come out, but that is not really the way that they're going to really come out. They're mostly going to come out by swimming back, filtering through the kidneys, through the spine, and that is how you're going to get rid of that biofilm. You've got to get rid of the whole colony, the babies, the home.
Right.
Yep.
As you said, that one that came out, that's what you got. You didn't get the
biofilm. Nope. I didn't get
biofilm
no
or the babies
biofilm
with
or
it.
nothing. Just a dried up wormy dormy.
But that doesn't mean if she has mucus that she doesn't cough it up or sneeze it.
Yeah, see, these are
blow
ones that came out of me last week. The parasites with biofilm.
Biofilm.
That's all biofilm. How do I know? You can see the skeletor in that one right there. And then because I am the one person that I am, I go and I smash it. And then you can really see the worm in there. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to get the ones out of my brain through my poop. It just doesn't work that way, because you got to swim back down through the kidneys. So very important to detox those kidneys before you start working on your lymph. Just remember that. Okay, so we're at use gentle detox. Okay, use where was I? Okay, support the adrenal,
Adrenal,
adrenals. Thank you very much.
your adrenal glands.
Your adrenal glands. Adrenals sit on top of the kidneys and regulate function. So they're on top of your kidneys, and your kidneys are in the back, right?
Well, yeah, they're
The
behind.
side, yeah, they're like,
They're behind the ribs,
yeah, they're all right in here. So
or in between the ribs,
Yeah.
I should say.
sleep regularly and sleep deeply. Be a good sleeper. That is what happens to you when you start to detox all this stuff. Let me tell you guys, I sleep like, oh my gosh. I was sleeping good this morning when I woke up. I slept all the way until my alarm went off, which is just fantastic. Didn't always work that way for me, especially because I knew I'd have a live and I got to get up on time, all this stuff. But that's no more. I slept till alarm went off, and I literally woke up and I'm like, okay, I'm on planet Earth still. And oh God, what day is it? What am I doing today? It's still dark outside. I'm like, oh, live. That's how deep I sleep. I love it. My dreams have calmed down, totally have calmed down. So I'm that's a sign too. If you're having really weird dreams of like bad dreams and nasty dreams, and like I had a dream a couple weeks ago, you guys, that I was punching the auto mechanic in the face, Tim next door.
Oh, that one. Oh, okay.
Like a month
Are there
ago,
a few
I
of
had
them
this
you want to
crazy-
do that too?
I had a crazy dream, and I just kept punching him in the face. And he would say something about my Jeep. I'd be like, "But you broke my Jeep!" And boom, punch him in the face again. It was kind of funny, honestly. Which I understand because every time well, not so much anymore, but I was storing all this pissy, angry for people who screwed me. And this happened last year. I came out of my pocket $10,000 to fix my Jeep because he broke it and he would not take any accountability. But anyways, all those crazy dreams have stopped. Reduce chronic stress. Use breath work, meditation, grounding people in nature, grounding, earthing, whatever you want to call it. Number one medicine for us right there. Add adaptogens like ashwagandha, holy basil, and reishi. And guess who has that for you? Yes, me. Okay, so holy basil, ashwagandha, and reishi. Reishi is a mushroom. It is the most amazing adaptogen that you can have. I've got it, the mushrooms. Ashwagandha, a great adaptogen. Fantastic. Holy basil. Do you know what holy basil does, you guys? It cures everything but death, just
Cures
like
everything.
flaxseed oil. But this
Wow.
right here, holy basil, cures panic attacks, cures it. And it's just basil, but it's got to be holy basil. Holy basil is very difficult to grow. It's a pain in the butt in the state of Arizona, and you can eat this. You can add this to your food. All right. What is an adaptogen? An adaptogen is something that lowers the stress level and raises the immunity. Okay? You raise the immunity, you get your immunity going good, your hormones are good. Another subject, but just that's another good thing. So, adaptogens are so good, not just for the kidneys and the stress level. Yes, adaptogens are your friends when you are working on your nervous system.
Now,
Just saying.
yeah, and you just showed the reishi, right?
Mhm.
The single reishi. Well, she has another product that's called the Tri Blend.
I was just going to look at that. Great minds
'Cause-
think alike. Go ahead. Tell
well,
them about my
I'm-
tri-blood.
Yes,
Good.
because I utilize it almost every night. And this has chaga and cordyceps in it as well.
Yep.
And
Mhm.
she's talked about chaga often. So why don't you tell them what the difference is with the chaga and the cordyceps?
Well, this is also good for the lymph and for the kidneys and for the liver. It's just all good around for everything. And so cordyceps, okay, so
Yep.
Cordyceps are lymphatic, you guys, lymphatic. Literally work on the lymphatic system. This is what really is so cool about cordyceps. You looking for a picture of cordyceps?
No, I'm looking for the poster. It's right there.
It's right here, it's right behind us.
Yep, I'm gonna go
She's
grab
gonna
it.
she's gonna get it and she's gonna show you. It's a huge poster. I've got little ones made, but I don't know if they'll be able to see it. I got these made. Yeah, they should.
Oopsie.
I don't know if they'll be able to see. Yeah, it's really little.
Oh, they're not bad. Oh, yeah, it's different color. It might be different.
Yeah, it might be difficult. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna reprint those because that writing. Anyway, so okay. Cordyceps literally are healing Hashimoto's and Graves' disease. That is a lymphatic autoimmune disease. It attacks the lymph nodes.
Yeah.
Every Hashimoto attacks everything that it secretes, every organ that you have that secretes something. Okay, so that's what cordyceps lymph works. Like I said, it cures lymph node diseases, autoimmune diseases. Literally, and no one's studying this. Nobody is studying the cure. That is the cordyceps.
No, this is the reishi here.
Oh, the reishi. Yeah, yeah. Well,
And
we've got reishi right up there. I got reishi right here.
Yeah, but oh, there you go.
This is a reishi that we grew. Now it's my art. But this is reishi right here. These are reishi mushrooms on a substrate.
And it's dried.
It's all dried. Now I use it as an art piece, educational art piece.
And these two, this is the cordyceps, I think. Yeah. Cordyceps
Cordyceps
and
grow on.
chaga.
Yeah, chaga. I got chaga up here too. Here's a reishi that someone foraged for me last week. It's stunk for a
Oh,
minute.
it's not
It's
good when
not
it
stinky
stinks.
anymore. This reishi was brought to me by a client of mine. He foraged it while he was out paddleboarding on the Salt River.
Wow.
I know, isn't
I
that
gotta
super
look for
cool?
those.
So I'll be making some medicine out of this.
And
Pretty
you got
neat,
your
huh?
chaga rocks.
Okay. And then we got chaga. Chaga moves the lymph and detoxes heavy metals out of your body. Here's the chaga. Chaga rocks.
They're different sizes.
Mhm.
They're not uniform in any way, shape, or form.
No,
people.
there's no consistency.
Hi, Coco.
No consistency when it comes to
Coco.
the chaga. You just put that in hot water. One of these rocks will last you probably for at least 2 weeks. It is a medicine that keeps giving. You keep using it till it runs translucent, then you break it open, and then you keep using it till that runs translucent. So this is the medicine that just keeps giving and giving and giving and giving, the chaga. So I have all this available on my website, or you can always call me and put an order in, and I will get you taken care of that way.
His mom got record on chanterelles this year, 8 kilograms.
Oh wow, chanterelles are so good for you. They've got copper. That is I've got some chanterelles and I've got some lobster mushrooms. They're different mushrooms, but kind of the same because they both carry the copper that I'm always looking for my clients that need it. But chanterelles, and those are tasty. You can eat those ones, you guys. Those are very, very good. Those taste awesome.
And all mushrooms are good for the body, but the ones she's talking about are
Adaptogens.
adaptogens,
We're talking about adaptogens here.
adaptogens, right?
Adaptogens. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
But aren't all mushrooms?
Not all mushrooms have adaptogens, but they act like adaptogens.
Okay.
I know. Kind of funny, but they're not all adaptogens. But if they're not an adaptogen, they act like one. So pretty much, yeah, it just doesn't test for that adaptogen. Okay, so use minerals like sea salt, magnesium, and vitamin B. Moringa is a really good one because you're going to go. I like the moringa because you hit all the different vitamin Bs that it has, and then you also get the chlorophyll.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a really good one. Just a little bit of Celtic sea salt in your water, and then get your magnesium. I have a beautiful magnesium lavender spray. This is what I use for my armpits.
Oh yeah.
And it's also a natural deodorant for me.
And But what you started out is massaging your feet with this as well.
Yeah, well, I spray this on my feet every night before I go to bed, and then I get my gusha and I massage my feet. I do everything. I just really spoil my body, and this is great. And again, it's my lavender. It's my lavender. I even foraged or I grew. It smells, and it still smells really good. And I've had this one. That's been up there for about a year.
Yeah.
That's my sample.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, something different in that one than in mine. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, it could be a different lavender.
Yeah.
But it's just really nice. It's got its natural oil because it's got the magnesium in it. Okay. All right. And look, research magnesiums because not all magnesiums are the same. So,
There's three main types of magnesiums, and I can't remember the names of them, but yeah.
but they do different things.
Yes.
Okay. And then reduce kidney stress. Okay. Avoid pharmaceuticals, ibuprofen, Tylenol, all that stuff.
Tylenol hurts the kidneys more than it does, and I'm sorry, hurts the liver more than it does the kidneys. Whereas aspirins, ibuprofen, aspirins, and all that, they hurt the kidneys very badly. I know I've had a lot of problems with those, and I tell the doctors now, don't give me that. The only thing I can have, because I don't drink, is acetaminophen when I have to have something. But it because of the fact that the aspirins and all go through or utilize the kidneys in order to get dispersed through your body. Whereas Tylenol, acetaminophen, goes through your liver. So that's the big difference. Always ask where they go through or what organ dispenses this product throughout your body. It's a big difference.
There's a lot of other stuff you guys can use for pain relievers. Trust
Yes.
me. I know. Okay. You've got, there's kratom. I have kratom. Kratom comes in 3 different colors: red, white, and green. White is something you would take for replacement of ibuprofen and Tylenol. That's how the type of pain that it works on. Plus, all this stuff gives you energy too. It has natural morphine in it. It is a sister plant to the coffee plant.
Mhm.
There's green kratom that works on mood, energy. Some people, when they get pain, they get really moody, like PMS. So that's what the green is. The red is what you take for when you're in severe pain. Like when I broke my foot, went straight to the red. It's all, the strength of it is all based on how they harvest it. The older it is, the stronger it is. My stuff comes from Indonesia. I work with the best kratom man in the world. He actually goes to Indonesia. He goes and he gets it. He has it tested 2 times, tested there, and then when he gets back into the States. So it's very clean and effective. It's not your smoke shop stuff. That's why I don't name it. They have all these names. I just call it kratom: red, white, and green. There's like Bali. They got all these different names. I don't get into any of that. I just keep it real simple because it is a simple thing. So I do kratom. My little notes here that I hand people to educate them on, my keynotes. And then there's always CBD, you guys. Always CBD that helps on pain. Okay. Remember, CBD works on inflammation, the endocannabinoid system. Another thing that you can use for pain that grows wild everywhere, and you could do an extraction, is called wild lettuce. It's a huge weed here. It grows like dandelions do. It's a weed just like the dandelions here. So we have wild lettuce everywhere. So that's enough. And you can just put clean it, put it in your salad. It has opiates in it.
So
and
be
it'll hit
careful.
the opiate receptor right away. That's what kratom works off of too, is your opiate receptors. Remember, you have opiate receptors too. So anyways, if you've got pain, there's all kinds of stuff out there. I always tell the homeless people, you got a painkiller right there growing. It's right there. And that would be the wild lettuce. Okay, reduce kidney stress. Oh, I already said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, so cut down high protein intakes, especially animal based. Just try to cut it down, like she said, the milk, the dairy. Just try to cut it down. Because of the way my body flows, and I don't eat meat. I do really good with dairy. I don't ever have any problems with dairy, but I also have my enzymes are all my body's absorbing everything the way that it needs it. I fixed my enzymes. So dairy fat or dairy animal fat works really good for me. And because I don't eat meat, I need some kind of fat to my brain. But I don't sit there and just eat tons of dairy fat all day long anyway. So
Well, eggs too. I mean, that's protein. It's animal based. However, they're not. Eggs are not as, and this is the word that just popped in my head, detrimental to the lymphatic system as the other fats. Yes, it has cholesterol in it, but remember, cholesterol is utilized for brain function and it helps your cognitive abilities. So that's why they give children a lot of eggs
Mhm.
and also older people.
it has to do with the
It's very helpful.
sulfurs too.
Yeah.
Sulfurs is another thing too. So that's why I don't eat eggs every day, you guys.
No.
I eat them like maybe 2 or 3 times a week. Um, but what I do eat a lot of is live probiotic kefir and yogurt. Live probiotic. I eat a lot of that and drink a lot of that. So I think that satisfies my body in so many ways because I also need those. There's nothing better than a live probiotic. I will never buy a probiotic off of the shelf at a store. I won't do that. I get the cold like it comes from my kimchi, my kefir, my yogurt, and sauerkraut.
Mhm.
I eat this stuff daily. This goes in my body every day. Um, so,
Now, where do you get the sauerkraut from?
oh, you want to get your sauerkraut in the cold section in a glass jar if you can. I know it's hard, you guys. I get it. I can never get my kefir inside of a glass jar, but I do get
Yeah.
my probiotics, my live probiotic yogurt in a glass jar. And if you can't, just buy it and put it in the glass jar. Remember, intent is everything. Intent is everything. You can change the energies in it just that simple by putting it in a glass container. So if I can't find kimchi or sauerkraut, in a glass jar, but I get it from the cold section because if you get it from the warm section, that's shit. That's crap. Sorry, man. Watch my language. But you're buying crap.
Right.
You're buying something that doesn't have any live probiotics in it. That's what you want.
Yeah, if it's cold, they stay live.
They stay alive. Okay. Um, and then avoid artificial sweeteners and sodas. Very toxic to the kidneys. You want to kill your
Yes.
kidneys? You want to kill yourself? You want to shut your kidneys down? Keep drinking that pop.
They don't like it.
And all
No.
those dyes. They don't know what to do with it. They don't recognize it. And all those sweeteners, oh my God. Starbucks, wow. They are poisoning our people left and it's disgusting what I'm watching and what I've been watching. And all those creamers, I want to challenge you guys. Get those creamers if you're using those creamers, and I want you to research the ingredients. The words that you can't pronounce that are like this long, poison to the
Yeah.
kidneys and to the livers. You want cream in your freaking coffee or in your tea or whatever? Get some good half and half. Get some real fat and mix it with some vanilla.
Yep.
What's
You
so
can-
hard about that?
And vanilla, if you get the vanilla that is not processed with alcohol, you're good to go.
Oh,
You
yeah.
don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, just yeah.
There's no sugar in it, nothing.
Yeah.
It's just
It's really
beautiful.
easy to get clean vanilla. It's
Yeah.
all over the farmers markets, all over the stores. Even Walmart carries it. Wally World
But-
has natural. Yeah.
yeah. But look for the
Clean.
alcohol content. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Yeah.
Don't
Madagascar.
add.
You want it from Madagascar.
Yeah. Okay.
That's where I get my vanilla from. I buy it from Madagascar. So, Africa.
And it usually comes in a
Glass container.
yes.
Yeah. Well, I get the whole. I like to make my own.
Right.
So-
Well, you can do that too. But I
Yeah.
meant
But I buy
Usually
it
when you
too.
get
I
it-
know. I buy the liquid alcohol too. I do. It just kind of depends on what I'm doing, what I'm making, who's it for. But I keep both on deck at all times. Okay, so yeah, please get off of that nasty stuff. Preservatives. That's just preservatives.
Wow.
Oh, minimize exposure to heavy metals and environment toxins, free radicals. Chaga. Chaga is what works on the heavy metals. Oh yeah, and you can always add chocolate, cacao to your coffee if you
Cacao.
need. Yep, she loves it. She loves when I add the cacao. And now I have her doing in her mushroom blend because she does a 14 blend when she comes here on Tuesdays. And now I got her on cacao and collagen.
Well, the collagen. The only problem is this is a little sweet for me.
Is it too sweet for you?
It's too sweet for me,
But
and
it's just collagen with cacao.
yeah, and the cacao. For those of you who don't want caffeine, it only has 12 milligrams per tablespoon. Okay, and so if you want, I don't do more than 25 milligrams of caffeine in a day. That was cocoa, and so I kept it to that, no more. But now with cacao, it's good chocolate flavor
It really
without
is.
sugar or anything else. It's fantastic.
I think they have a little bit of stevia plant in there, so that's why she's probably tasting a little bit.
Oh, that's why it's too
just
sweet
stevia.
for me.
Yeah, it's a stevia. It's
Yeah.
just stevia, egg shells, and something else in there for the collagen, some marrow or something. We'll have to
Okay.
read the ingredients, but I know
Yeah.
it's really good.
And
I
I've
did my research on that company a while ago.
I've used stevia. I grew it and
Same.
used it, and yeah, it
It's
gives me
sweet. It
it's
is
sweet, but it
sweet.
also gives me a slight headache. So
Yeah.
each person is different.
Yeah, it's
But
strong.
if I wanted something, I would go with stevia, even if it gives me a slight headache compared to any other substitute for sugar. But I prefer um, a date because that gives me plenty of sugar and not have to worry about anything. Vanilla, no sugar, and to me, it really changes it. Also, I use nutmeg. So, yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna
no
get through
sugar.
this really fast because I gotta teach you guys how to massage the lymph. Okay, so use gentle detox tools, castrol packs over kidneys, castrol packs over the kidneys at night, just like if you're gonna do your belly button. Infrared sauna, sweating, sweat toxins. We went through this a little while ago. Support kidney load. Uh, herbal foot soaks and Epsom salt baths. I have them. I make them. I got the bath bombs and I've got the Epsom salt. Okay, with herbs. If you look in there, you'll see there's a lot of herbs in there. Okay, and then I've got bath bombs. No perfumes, no nothing. All organic, you guys. And blessed from the sun. I work with the sun. I don't work with the moon no more. I don't like the moon. I don't want the moon on our stuff anymore. On my stuff anymore. It's all generated through the sun because of the energy of the sun. That's why. The moon doesn't do anything but push and pull our waters and stuff. The sun is much more medicinal than the moon. Okay. Lip movement only once filter begins. Once your filtering begins, okay? Dry brushing, rebounding, bouncing. Okay, a lot of bouncing. Not treadmills, trampolines. Light stretching or chi movements. Yeah, lots of stretching. Touch your toes, touch your toes. Put your arms back, stretch out. Lots of stretching, okay? Yoga, Pilates, all of that. I do it every morning except for Tuesday mornings. Massage or gusha, light pressure. Okay, emotional energetic healing. Kidneys are connected to fear, anxiety, and survival. Support emotional release through sound healing, journaling, breath work. We've talked about this all the beginning of our show, pretty much. Affirmations like, my body is safe to release. My kidneys are strong and flowing. Super short affirmations, you guys. Not that, just keep them short and simple, all right? All right, so we went through those notes. Now, I know we got to end here. Okay, so we're done. I know our show's over with. So I always want to teach you guys how to massage the lymph nodes, okay? This is how I did it. And always start with the collarbone, clavicle bone, whatever you want to call it, okay? So I always start on the right. I don't have to use this yet. I can use it, but it's just gentle massaging. You're not trying to massage a muscle here. It's different than when you're trying to massage your muscles, okay?
These are nerves, not
Just, can you guys,
and veins.
okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Just
there you go.
really gentle, you guys, okay? Gentle movements. Gentle movements. Remember, this is where it all pours out. So you want to start with the let's just call it the collarbone because it's right here, you guys, okay? And this is where it dumps out. It dumps out here, okay? Then you're going to move up to the neck, okay? That is where the gusha comes in. And you can use your hands too. You don't have to have this. You can use any kind of tool you want. This is just very convenient. Back. Then I get right into the jawbone, you guys. You're gonna, if it hurts, if you do it and it hurts, then you know that that's a pressure point, a lymph node point that you need to keep working on every day. Okay? The temples, lymph, temples, lymph. And then guess what? You got lymph all in your forehead. You can feel it. I can feel it when I'm scraping. I can feel those lymph nodes. Then back again under the eye. This one gives me the heebie-jeebies, you guys.
Why?
I guess they're very. When I do this, I can feel it all the way down to my toes.
Oh, wow.
Isn't
Cool.
that crazy?
Yeah.
I can feel a zing. So under the eyes, you got lymph nodes. So get under there. There's around the mouth. Get around the mouth. Really good. So there. Okay. Then I don't use anything for my armpits but my hand. You want to get under your hand, under your armpits. You want to pinch that and you want to massage. Massage that out. It's right here where your drainage is, right in here. I'm sorry to be so graphic, you guys. That's
No,
why
you're
I
fine,
wore
you're
this, but I really want to show you guys how to do this. So you want to be grabbing it and pinching it, grabbing it and pinching it. You guys will feel the lymph nodes. And like I said, if you have a puff, you've got blockage, okay? You don't want to puff, you want to pit. Then again, here, you want to pinch it. You want to pinch it. And just get, oh God, that feels so good. You guys, I love doing this. Okay? Then I always go around in here because the boobies, the breasts, you guys, all lymph nodes. Then you want to go into the stomach channels and you want to massage up and down, all around. Get it really good and massage up. Just, you guys, I can feel them. And then in the groin area has a lot of lymph nodes. I hope I'm not missing anything. Oh yeah, and do the ears too, you guys.
Yeah, and right behind the ears and down
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, okay. And then this is super important because remember, the lymphs go down to the feet and back up again to the left side to drain out. Remember, the kidneys, left side, liver, right side. Then you're going to go behind your knees, the back of your knees. Gosh, I wish I can. Okay, so go on the back of your knees. I don't know how I'm going to do
You're
this.
fine.
The back
There
of the
you go.
knees and massage back there. Really good. Massage it. Really good. You can feel it. You're going to, if you feel, see, I can feel it. It's already draining me just doing this. Yep, you'll feel it. And then if you want to do your feet like I do, just because I do, okay, do your feet. If you want to do your feet, go ahead. I do. I get to the bottom of my feet and I really will just get that gusha and I just.
You do have a chakra, a foot chakra, one on each side.
I get in between the toes. I just, I'm doing this on my feet. But this is important, you guys. And your feet tell you everything. You want pretty, natural feet, healthy nails. See, I don't have to get my nails done. I don't have to do anything but what I'm doing. And I always put a lot of castor oil on my toes too before I go to bed. So, you know, a lot of women my age have nasty, hard, yellow toenails. I sport sandals all day long. And that I contribute my health and everything that the way I look because of the way I take care of myself. It's all natural, all organic. no crap. Um, so that's it. That's all. That was. I mean, there's more that I wanted to talk about, but it's okay. That's a good enough segment right there on the lymph and the kidneys. That should give you guys a good idea. So get the kidneys draining properly, then get into the lymphatic system, and then get that going. And just remember, you guys exercise, sun, earthing, and yeah. I mean, this table's a mess. I got crap everywhere.
It started out very
Nice
minimal.
and clean. But anyways, and yeah, and I do sanitize these after I use them every time, you guys. So just FYI. And I do put them in the sun to charge them. So like I said, I don't use the moon. All right, you guys, if you
Okay.
have any questions, let me know. Let's go at it or whatever. I know we got to end. We're a little bit gone over, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, we've been 6 minutes over, but let's see.
I'm doing
So-
this every night. Look at see, Jess, it becomes a habit. And when you don't do it, Jess, you'll be like, "Oh, I didn't do my Gusha last night."
Yeah. It's as bad as forgetting to brush your teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I know we always think we've done it. It's like, wait a minute, hold on a second. Okay, gotta get to do it.
There's one more thing, you guys, I want to tell you. For all the mushrooms that we just talked about, I also have a 7 and 14 blend of powder that you can just stick in your coffee if you want to. I'm not one to promote coffee, but to have a little bit of good non-acidic coffee is okay for your lymphatic system. It is a diuretic. So if you're doing it properly, you should be fine. I got off coffee for several months before my lymphatic system went out because I was blaming the coffee. And then now I do take a little tiny bit. I do it on Tuesdays because it's saved for Tuesdays. My coffee days are saved for Tuesdays and Wednesdays because I'm a little drained on Wednesdays. So, but anyways, I do that for the drainage of my lymphatic system. And I just put a little bit, just a little tiny shot, and I'm fine.
And I'll have it with hot water and just to make a tea out of it.
Mhm.
I don't have to have anything else.
She's too sensitive to coffee. Coffee's too sensitive for her. She gets too, like I said, we're all different. So,
And when I went to Baltimore, that's what I would have at night is that tea.
mhm.
I would put some nutmeg in it and sleep like a baby. So
Yep.
it works.
It works on what works to wake you up and it works to put you to sleep.
Yep.
It's because it has reishi in it. All right. So if you guys don't have any questions and
Well, I had this up and there we go. Please contact Elevated by Claudene. The address is there, the email is there, and the phone number is there.
and my website and all these products are available to you guys. So
And Jess, if you have any questions about what you're doing and how to do more to reduce those symptoms, give her a call.
yeah, call me. I'm here.
Because if you've got 2 months before your appointment, let's start working on
Yeah,
it
let's
now.
start getting these channels of elimination. Start opening these pathways and these channels and get them detoxed properly, and then get you into a it's just a parasite, hon. It's a parasite that you got.
Yeah, and the moringa is going to help you even more because yes, it's great for the kidneys, but it's also great for the heart. Very good for the heart. So want to let you know that if you aren't taking any yet, take at least 1 dose of moringa a day. It will help completely. I know because it's helped me get off of pharmaceuticals when it comes to taking care of my heart. Oh, thank you, Sandra. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah,
And we
thank you
do
so
have
much.
class tonight. Yes, there's things all week. I will be doing a very special live tomorrow with a member of a community, entertainment community from San Antonio. So I hope you guys join me tomorrow for that. It's going to be very enlightening and totally different stories than we've heard. Thank you so much for coming in today.
I'll just be live Monday night with Ann again,
Yep.
and we're gonna probably go out over this stuff again. Ann is a lot of fun to watch her go on because she is extremely knowledgeable when it comes to the lymph, especially the fascia. We're going to get into the fascia probably, hopefully next week, you guys. So stay tuned, and I don't know if I'm gonna have to wear for the fascia. I don't know, but the reason why I was dressed this way and did what I did, you guys, was because I knew I was going to get at it today. I really wanted to show you guys how to get this done properly.
Well,
So-
I hope we do finish the kidneys too, because there's so much more.
Oh, there's so
Back up.
much. Yeah, we didn't even talk about oscillates.
Right.
We didn't get into oscillates and how those are damaging. And so, anyways, yeah, we can. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We've got more lives. We're here every week. We've got so much content. That's what I love about the shows that I do with Julie and Ann, because they're on board of talking about real live stuff. And I know that we can help you get this POTS under control. I bet you we
Yes.
can get you so detoxed well enough that when you go there, they're going to not even be able to diagnose you for it, Jess.
Yeah,
So-
that's what I'm hoping to. And so, Jess, please come on next week and give us an update on how you're doing as well.
Yeah, let us know how that goes with what you learned today. And oh, and guys can get the gushas. I believe that they have them. I heard that they have them on Amazon for as
They
cheap as
do.
$6. So
And get out to your farmers markets too. A lot of people are selling those. You might have to pay a little bit more for them there. However, remember they don't charge you shipping fee. They've already paid for it. So get out and
Or
meet people.
get a hold
It's
of me.
great.
I've got
Yeah.
my fair share of them. I sell them too. I
Yeah.
sell the gusha and the rolling packets together. I sell just the rollers, and I got these. These rollers came from I went to a crystal warehouse because I am a reseller, so I'm able to go into the warehouse where they get everything from Brazil and Russia, the crystals and stuff. So that's why my stuff looks so unique. But anyways, yeah.
All right. Well, have a great day. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. Love and life.